Hi folks, greetings from Camp Anokijig. I'm Darin Holden, Executive Director, and I'm here today to introduce the opening of 2024 registration. I hope today finds your family safe and well and enjoying the holiday season. You know, we are here in the second week of December, and we're feeling the first bites of winter, but we are planning for the warmth of the first day of summer camp 2024, which is not too far away. Now, I know many of you may have been waiting a long time to get signed up here, and I'm happy to report that the time has finally come that you can. We apologize that it's been a little later than we would have liked, but for the past 6 months, we've been working on a major website update that should make our registration process a lot easier and have a few more useful tools than we had before. But unfortunately, it hit some last-minute technical snags, and I'm happy to report that it looks like we've got those resolved now. So I'll talk about some of the features of our registration site in a couple minutes, but let's talk a little bit about Summer Camp 2024 first. Camp will be back, for those who've been here before, to our pre-COVID form. Except for the check-in and check-out times. We're still going to do those in the waves that we've been doing the last few years. That's worked very well, so we're going to keep that one going. However, for those of you that may be coming back from earlier weeks in 2023 or during the pandemic, I'm happy to report that we are also back to parents being able to take their kids right to the living section so they can check in, meet the staff, and get them set up. You can set those kids up again and get a chance to see a little bit more of camp than just the parking lots. That's a new great change. Now, as with last season, there are no vaccinations required for participation. However, the reality is that our program mixes nearly 500 people together each day. And so even though it's not required, we do highly recommend vaccination for all major communicable diseases. Now, last year, Anokijig returned to its long-standing practice of focusing on symptoms. Campers and staff were screened for sickness and injury when they arrived, and that's what will continue to be the case going forward. Now, as with other facilities like daycares and schools, we'll ask it again that for the health and safety of all, if your camper experiences symptoms of any communicable disease or has contact with someone diagnosed with one within, say, 10 days of their session, that you'll keep them home. In those cases, we'll gladly do our best to reschedule your child's stay once they're healthy enough to return safely. Or we'll return your fee with a doctor's excuse. Now, if a child does arrive with symptoms, unfortunately, they will not be allowed to stay. Now, these policies worked very well last year. We'll let you know if there's any changes that might affect those policies, but we don't anticipate any going forward. The reality is, arriving healthy as possible is the key to having Anokijig truly remain running as a normal. With everyone taking this care and commitment, we hope that we have a safe and rewarding summer for everyone. Now, besides our registration site that's new, we do have another new development for those of you who have been in before. We'll no longer require a doctor's physical exam for most kids. We'll still need parents to fill out the first 3 pages of a health history, but we'll only ask that the campers that have chronic conditions like cardiac or seizure issues to provide that doctor's exam. We also hope in our new web update coming soon that we'll have a way for you to fill out most of the forms you need to send in online. That part's not quite done, but stay tuned for it coming soon. So what about the registration? The link is now live on our new systems. The link will send you to a page where you can see what sessions are open or full. Now, once you check out that page, you'll be able to see a link to either go ahead and sign up for a spot or click another link to get on a waiting list for a spot that might be full. Now, we opened the registration function up a few days ago for campers returning from 2023. For a new website format, it's done pretty well, but of course it did have a few technical glitches that seem again to be worked out for now. As with any new site, you don't get a true test until lots of people are on it. So hopefully you won't have any trouble, but do know that we are actively working on any bugs that pop up, and we appreciate your patience as we do that. We do also know that in its current form, it is much easier to use it in something other than a phone, on a desktop, on a tablet, something a little bit bigger. You do need to be able to be sure to follow the directions, though, to keep the experience from going like you'd want. So, in our former system, there were no actual logins. So the key difference is when you start the registration process, as a parent, you'll create a login. You're going to create that once, even if you've been coming to Anokijig for a lifetime. But you'll only need to create that login once to go forward. That'll be your parent login going forward for the future. The system will email you a link to make a parent password to use whenever you log in for future visits. Now, once you're in, you'll also create a unique username for you as a parent, and then create your campers accounts or sub-accounts. Each of those will have a unique username for each of them. Your campers account and any additional campers you register will then always be accessible under your parent login. It is within your campers account that you'll choose their weeks and their programs, anything you want to buy for them. In fact, as the site is a bit more like a store, you'll see when you see what you buy alongside of the screen in a cart, so you can always see your progress. Like in the old system, if you did that one, at the end you'll be able to click pay, and you'll be able to use a credit card or a PayPal account. In the future, when you log in, you'll be able to see what you've paid, pay off your balance, and in the near future, you'll be able to see the camp store purchases there also, so you can keep track of what your kid is spending at camp, and you can be able to refund it from home and be able to access that. We think this will be a big improvement once we all get used to it. We also have provided in our website and on the pages a link to a tutorial on the web page, a little PDF that you can follow along if you're having a little trouble with any of this registration process. Finally, in addition to getting our registration open, we also have a great new project happening here at Anokijig. We're gearing up for our upcoming Centennial in 2026. We'll be 100 years old. And the start of that is the building of our Centennial Lodge, a great addition to Anokijig with improved storm shelter capacity, improved health lodge, indoor programming space, and much more. Check out the links on the website that say Anokijig Expands to find out about all that information and the photos of our progress. In fact, right now, we have a generous donor that has offered a $35,000 match for donations between now and the 22nd of December, so about the next week. If you'd like to help us get that full match, please click the link for that one too. Together, we'll keep Anokijig vibrant for another 100 years. So we're off and running with Anokijig's 99th registration season. If you have any issues registering or questions about our program, feel free to give our office a call anytime 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. during the week, or shoot us a message by email. On behalf of the whole Anokijig team, please take care, stay well, and we'll see you in 2024. And as we say at Camp Anokijig, Rick Tick.